guilty at the mercy of the court. I was driving west on the 401, just about to merge to the 403, heading to Mississauga. I don't know if you're familiar with that road. It kind of bends, then you're almost going south, but then you're going to go back west. I was just doing what the other drivers was doing. As I rounded the bend, I didn't realize the hidden bumper of an OPP cruiser down in the ditch. I knew I was caught speeding. I knew I broke the law. I didn't even wait for the officer to turn on the lights or turn on the siren. I just pulled over and waited. I was such a law-abiding citizen. The police officer came out of a car. She told me I clocked you doing 144 kilometers in a 100-kilometer zone. She then requested my documents, my driver's license, my insurance, and then she left me in the car to wait. If you've ever been pulled over for a traffic violation, the longer you wait in the car is the more the ticket is going to be. So I was waiting for a very, very long time. She then returned to the car and she gave me a ticket. $387. No sense. I immediately drove to the court to set a court date because I was going to fight this one. Well, 3 months had passed, and last month was my day in court. The scheduled time was 10:30. What time did I say? 10:30. I kept looking at my watch to see if the police officer will show up. Because if she doesn't show up, in case I get thrown out. All right. What time did I say? 10:30. 10:30. Well, it was 9:45. No show. 10 o'clock. No show. What time did I say? 10:30. 10:20. The officer coming. Have no fear. That day the court was backed up, cases like crazy. They were backing up and they were running out of time. But I began to feel a little ray of sunshine because they still might throw out this case. No time to process. But just then, a prosecutor walks in. Came in and offered to take some of the caseload from this court. We'll take it over to the other court next door to process. And guess whose case was his? Mine. Mr. Patrick, please follow me. Guilty at the mercy of the court. I left a courtroom filled to capacity with the chance of freedom, only to walk into a private courtroom that was already assembled. The judge was there. The court reporter was there. The police officer was there. The prosecutor was there. All waiting for me to enter in for judgment. Well, I learned 3 valuable lessons that day. How many lessons? 3. The first lesson: when you stand before the judge, make sure you have sound evidence to support your case I want to say that again. When you stand before the judge, make sure you have sound evidence to support your case. Second lesson. Never go to court without an advocate, a lawyer, or somebody to represent you. Second lesson. Never go to court without a lawyer, an advocate, or somebody to represent you. Third lesson. When judgment is being pronounced, there is absolutely nothing you can do. When judgment is being pronounced, there's absolutely nothing that you can do. So the judge asked me for my closing comments. Mr. Patrick, do you have anything you'd like to say to the court? To this I replied, Your Honor, I know that I am guilty, but I throw myself at the mercy. Church, we are all guilty this morning.